The death of Moses. So Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, over against Beth Peor. But no man knoweth of his sepulchre. Deuteronomy 34, verses 5 and 6. The history of Israel displayed in the clearest terms how God's love and mercy is mingled with his strict, impartial justice. When God told Moses that he would not be leading Israel into the Promised Land, Moses resolved to resign his life in the hands of his Creator without a murmur. But God had one more duty for Moses to perform before he was to die alone on Mount Nebo. He was to pronounce a blessing upon each tribe and introduce his successor to the nation. Carrying out that assignment revealed the majesty of Moses' character. In his final address to the people, Moses portrayed what lay ahead for them in the land of promise. He foresaw the first advent of Jesus and the awful reception he would receive. He saw that the Lord's followers, like Abraham, would be called to guard God's law and the gospel of Jesus and to make them known to the world. Never till exemplified in the sacrifice of Christ were the justice and love of God more strikingly displayed than in his dealings with Moses. God shut Moses out of Canaan to teach a lesson which should never be forgotten, that he requires exact obedience, and that men are to beware of taking to themselves the glory which is due their Maker. He could not grant the prayer of Moses that he might share the inheritance of Israel, but he did not forget or forsake his servant. The God of heaven understood the suffering that Moses endured. He had noted every act of faithful service through those long years of conflict and trial. On top of Pisgah, God called Moses to an inheritance infinitely more glorious than earthly Canaan. Every man, as faithful and heroic as Moses, was accountable for his sins. Only Jesus can forgive us and empower us to overcome transgression.